Sandy and I had a small business. We had it for 12 years. It was a novelty company. We sold items to convenience stores, cigarette lighters, toys, keychains. And our clients were corporate customers, the big guys like Oh Thank Heaven, you know, the rest of that. Texaco, Finaserv, Circle K. And we would go out and get these big chains and call on them and really service them and treated them right. And we expected the same in return. You know, we were loyal to them. We'd do whatever they ask, anything at all. But the loyalty didn't go both ways. So one day, you know, we get a letter from 7-Eleven, and they're going bankrupt. Certified letter, too. And you get a certified letter and you have your own business, that's bad. That's real bad. From your customer, too. And so they said, we're going to go bankrupt. Here's your choices. They owed me over $100,000. Here's your choices. You can keep services and we might pay you. Or you can not services and you go to the bottom of the list. And so we didn't really have a choice. You know, I needed that $100,000 because, you know, that was a lot of money. And it could have put me out of business. But so we kept servicing them and they paid us eventually. And, you know, we got our vendors paid. And we had this big meeting, not quite this big, but there was about 300 vendors there. And they get up there and they say, you guys have stuck with us through the hard times. You know what we're going to do? You're our lifetime partners. 2 years later, we get another certified letter that they had sold out and they no longer needed our services. We lost 500 stores overnight. So there was no loyalty in corporate America. No matter what kind of job we did for them, it didn't matter, you know. And so I'm looking at our company, and we're getting up there in years, and I'm looking for residual income because Social Security won't cut it. So I get a call from Brad. Brad told me two things. The last deal I was in with Brad, I still got the checks. They're NSF, in case you didn't know that. So, you know, I had to think about this a little bit. But Brad told me two things. Number one is it stays on the books. I love that because I don't mind doing the work if it's going to stay there. Don't have to worry about loyalty. Don't have to worry about corporate America. It's telling me what to do. The second thing he said, it sells in volume. And I thought, wow, man, this is just what I'm looking for. And, you know, so I joined Ameriplan. And it entirely changed our life, you know, because our company was going the wrong way. I hated going to work every day. It was awful, just terrible. I mean, it was my company. I should be happy to go into work every day, right? But I didn't. I hated it. I mean, you don't know how. I know you all have a lot of y'all have jobs out there, and you feel the same way that I felt. Every day when I drive up to our office, man, my stomach would just start turning. What's going to happen today? You know, I mean, when you have your own business, you have a job. You buy a job, and Brad says that, and that's exactly what you do. You know, take vacations. You have to call in all the time to make sure people show up, the whole bit. But here's what Ameriplan's done for us. It's been the greatest thing in the world for Sandy and I. You know, we've been married 36 years, and she's my lifetime partner. But how great is it to work with somebody that you love every day? How great is that? There is no greater feeling in the world, I can assure you. But not only has Ameriplan changed our lives, because we can do what we want, it's changed our children's lives. And like a dad and mom, we're proud of our kids. And so I'm going to brag a little bit here, okay? My daughter is a doctor. She moved to San Francisco last year. And she came out of medical school debt-free. You know, she doesn't know $100,000 and already over their head, you know, in debt when she gets out. And my wife got to spend 29 days with her because she moved out there, and her husband had to stay in Dallas and kind of finish a few things up. But she stayed out there 29 days. I didn't want her, you know, she's still my baby. Didn't want her to stay out there by herself in a big town, no car, and knowing nobody. 29 days. Now, you go to work Monday, go ask your boss if you can take off 29 days because you want to go spend it with your daughter who's moving to a new city. See, that's what residual income will do. My son, he's an attorney. He's a district attorney in Bowie County, Texas. Thank you, East Texas, right? So if you're ever in Bowie County and get a ticket or something, call me. I'll see what Robbie can do. But he graduated from law school about 2 years ago. And I said, Robbie, what would you like to do when you graduate? So, well, I would like to go skiing with the family. I said, great. So we took off and went skiing for 5 or 6 days. You know, that's what AmeriPlan will do for you. But, you know, one of the greatest things, you know, when you have children is watching them develop. And so 2 weeks ago, you know, Robbie's always wanted me to come up and see a trial. And I always said, yeah, I'll come. And, you know, we had the 45-day deal, which was, you know, we couldn't really go up there at that time. We couldn't take that time off. But so he had one 2 weeks ago and said, okay, let's go. So we went up there, and I watched my son. And I'll tell you, as a dad, you can't be any more proud than watching your son, a district attorney, up there. I mean, to me, it was amazing to see him. You know, he's trying to put this guy in jail, which is not a good thing. But to see him be an attorney, I mean, how much better can that be? You know? I mean, I was so proud of him. He had this guy up there just lying through his teeth. And Robbie just killed him. But it was great. And that's what residual income will do for you. You know, Sandy and I, we can live where we want. You know, we don't have to live in Dallas, Texas. We can live anywhere we want to. We can live wherever our grandkids, whenever we have them, that's where we're going to go. You know, and that's the power of AmeriPlan, you know. AmeriPlan delivers on the promise of residual income. If you'll follow the system, you know, you can do whatever you want to with your life. I promise you that. Thank you very much.